Kavita Patel has been watching along with us, as well as Eddie Glad. Kavita, your thoughts?
Yes. Sorry, Nicole. Yeah, you're right. That shell did crack open. It's pretty cathartic. And I can tell you that not just the tears that we have all been kind of holding in or doing on our runs, or I do it at night so my kids don't see me, but it was so important to have this moment, those lights, to see that those lives are acknowledged, that they all mattered. And yet, Nicole, the kind of knowledge that the work still continues. We have so much more to do to heal the nation. I think you heard Vice President-elect Harris say that. And it's hard, Nicole. It's so hard to be so hopeful. We have miraculous vaccines. We have a national plan that's going to come together. And just think about the tragedy, loved ones, family members who have died, colleagues who are truly breaking their backs, not just in hospitals and clinics, but in neighborhoods, to make sure businesses stay open, to make sure that you and I can get to and from if we need to. And so this was so important. And it's such a fitting way to acknowledge on this memorial, on this historic day, 400,000 deaths that we've crossed. And yet we have exactly what you see. We have lights honoring the angels. I couldn't think of anything better and anything more necessary than this moment.
Kavita, we talk most days, and you do always find the positive, the reason to hope, but I've never heard you cracked open, and I wonder if I could just press a little farther here. Another thing that I thought was so striking is to hold up the nurses who are standing on the front lines, holding our loved ones' hands as they take their last breaths and singing to them.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. I'm really proud. I'm the first doctor in my family, Nicole, and it wasn't easy to get here. But, honestly, my godsends are all the nurses and medical assistants and clinical nursing assistants. They're the people that changed my uncle's bedpan when he was in the unit with COVID. They're the people who took care of my friends, doctors and nurses who were also sick and didn't think about their own safety. They are the ones that held hands. Doctors are also right in there because they're doing a lot of this work. But yes, and the nurses, techs, I'll put the EMS workers who have to deal with these critical patients in their ambulances. And Nicole, in Los Angeles, they're just waiting for hours to have somebody empty them. They really are doing this, and they're not asking for anything. But honestly, Nicole, they're asking for this moment. They're asking for somebody to acknowledge that this is real and it's happening. And what a 180, when President Trump said that, we were doing this for money, or that healthcare people were overcounting the death. Look at those lights. That's not anything we wanted, but it's a way to honor all of us. Nicole, it's a way to honor, my kids, your kids, people who can't see their grandparent. I've had patients who have said, I've had to take off my PPE just to do some parts of the physical exam. And they said it's the first time someone touched them. This memorial acknowledges that, and it acknowledges that we do matter, you matter. And I'm really, honestly, I am hopeful, but we needed this moment to just be able to grieve and also honor these people.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.